Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl, Queen Bee. This is the voice of reasoning for social media. Yes. Listen, guys, listen. So, I am paying attention to this so-called lawsuit between Landlord and Marcia Campbell, aka Curly, aka supposed to be big deal. Yeah. This is my 2 cent, 3 cent, 4 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent dollar on that. Okay. First of all, when you're gonna try to sue someone for defamation of character, you have to make sure your hands are clean. You got to make sure that you have not also been defaming the same person who you now have in court for defamation of character. You have to look back and you have to say to yourself, okay, have I called that person out of their names? Yes. Have I disrespected that person? Yes. Have I showed their house, their mother house on social media? Picture of it? Yes. Have I also, asked people to look up their name, look up their information, and have their address, researched? And yes. Okay, so if you answer yes to all of the above, then how can you now turn around and trying to sue someone else that did the same exact thing to you, and now you want to sue for defamation of character? Social media, make it make sense, because it's not making sense to me. So what I'm seeing going on right now is just a bunch of noise, a bunch of oopala, a bunch of content creating, and of course we're all here for it because this is what we do, right? We love people business, we love the pasa, the drama, we love the wally oopala and the load talking, and everybody get pumped and excited, everybody take front seat, and this is what we have come to. Because all I'm hearing is a bunch of nothing on both sides, both parties. All I'm hearing is a bunch of nothing, and to me, Miss Lady, you're only wasting your money. You're wasting your money because you cannot win in a court of law when your hands are also dirty. You both have been doing the same exact thing to each other, so therefore, Landlord, if she chooses to, could countersue you, right? Countersue you. Yes, she can countersue you because you have also done the same thing to her. If you look back on your page, I'm sure you'll see a lot of controversial pictures on your platform with her next to something else, or her name being drawn here and there, and in other words, you both are guilty of going back and forth in defaming each other. So therefore, you do not have a valid case, and any lawyer that actually took your case is a lawyer that's looking to just rob you of your money. They know deep down you don't have a case, and they know deep down you will not win. But you think they're going to turn away so much money? You think they're going to turn you away as a client? Of course not, because they got to make their money, and they want to make their money. That is another way of scamming on the lawyer's part. They already know ahead of time that you're not going to win, right? But they'll still take your money, right? To me, that's another form of scamming. They're not going to tell you the truth and say, hey, save your money, put your money back in your pocket. You really don't have a case. If you do have a case, it is extremely weak because you also tend to have done the same thing back to that same person that you're now filing a lawsuit against. So therefore, you know what? Save your money. Of course not, because they want your money. So anyway, to me, this is all a bunch of stupidity. Everybody needs to grow up on social media. Everybody needs to take their money and spend it wisely somewhere else. Invest it into something that's going to give you a better future than just, going around and just partying and this and that, whatever. There's more to life than all of that, right? So that is my suggestion. That's my 2 cent, 3 cent dollar. That is my voice of reasoning right now concerning the situation. And yes, I'm going to dip into any subject that's out there, anything that's trending, whether it's my business or not. Yes, Queen B is going to be dipping in it and dipping out. Later. Bye.